Upon hearing of Ulfenhu's betrayal, Queen Rhaenyra began questioning the loyalty of the other two dragon seeds, Nettles and Adam of Hull. She ordered them arrested, but due to the covert aid of Corlys Velaryon, who had since adopted Adam as a member of his house, the pair managed to escape with their dragons. As punishment for undermining her orders, Rhaenyra had Corlys imprisoned. The Black Queen would suffer another setback when King Aegon II finally made his reappearance. Having been smuggled out of King's Landing some time ago, he had since recovered from the wounds he'd suffered at Rook's Rest. He landed on the barely garrisoned Dragonstone, where he was found by the still-wounded Sunfire. Together, the reunited dragon and rider seized Dragonstone, ironically making it so that both factions had gained the enemy's capital but lost their own. While all this was happening, Daemon had returned to Harrenhal, and Aemond was still ravaging the Riverlands. Eventually, the two agreed to a duel above the God's Eye. There, the mightiest dragons and dragon riders on either side of the war clashed, mano a mano. According to legend, this thunderous face-off ended when Correctness and Vhagar became locked wing in claw and began plummeting down towards the lake, but not before Daemon leapt from his dragon onto Aemond's and speared his foe through the eye with the Valyrian sword Dark Sister. Both mighty dragons would die in this duel, as would Aemond. Daemon too likely perished, although his body was never found. Meanwhile, back in King's Landing, Queen Rhaenyra's once unshakable footing had begun to dissolve beneath her like so much sand. Queen Helaena, inconsolable after the traumatic deaths of both her young sons, threw herself from Maegor's holdfast, dying in the moat below. Convinced that Rhaenyra had ordered Helaena killed, and beginning to lose confidence that she could protect them from Prince Daeron's approaching army, the small folk of the city began to riot. The mob rapidly grew, fanning out feverishly through the city streets and devouring the force of gold cloaks sent to pacify it. The Black Queen was left without the manpower to quell the rioting, for after learning they had imprisoned their lord, Corlys, the Velaryon fleet abandoned her, depriving her of half her army. All order and good sense evaporated as amidst the carnage, a crazed prophet, known as the Shepherd, began rallying the mob with sermons against dragons, claiming they were demon spawn of the heathen goddess Valyria and the doom of men.